boy in the red jacket walked alone, believing love never really leaves. He set 2 plates at dinner,
I saved you
one
dinner.
smile for someone not there.
Where's
Your mom?
She's on her way.
At the station, he waved at every train, hoping one would bring her back. But some promises don't return. They turn into courage instead. And at 7 years old, he learned that growing up means walking forward, carrying love, not waiting for it. A 7-year-old boy waited, holding a jar of tiny lights. His mother once told him, "Light means someone is near." Now the town was quiet, and by the river, he opened the jar and let the fireflies rise. They drifted into the night, just like she did.
Goodbye.
He followed the glow forward, learning that letting go doesn't mean being alone. A small boy in a red jacket held a jar of glowing fireflies by the sea. They once promised to guide someone home. Now he watched them flicker alone in the quiet night. When the jar broke, the lights rose like tiny stars and drifted into the sky. He reached out, but they were already leaving. By morning, the beach was empty. One last glow faded near his heart, and he finally understood some goodbyes are made of light, not words. His mom promised she'd come back when the sky turned gold. At home, he set 2 plates for dinner and smiled at the empty chair. At school, he said someone was coming.
Is someone
for him,
coming to get
even
you?
when no one ever did. At night, he held his jacket and remembered her voice. In a silent hospital hallway, small hands were left behind.
Can I wait here?
The bus passed again, and this time he didn't wait. At 7 years old, he didn't learn how to dream. He learned how to let go. Every night, he waits by the shore, his red jacket glowing as he stares at the lighthouse. His small lantern fights the dark, but the sea keeps its secrets. He writes letters every day, folding them into paper boats, hoping the wind will carry them. Climbing the cliffs, he scans the horizon, dreaming of his father's return. Each paper boat drifts on the waves, carrying his wishes and tiny hopes. Storm clouds gather, yet he hugs his photograph, holding on to love and courage. At sunrise, he stands tall, red jacket glowing, learning that true bravery is holding hope in a vast, lonely world. Holding a small drawing of a house, his father once said, "I'll come back before this fades." Days turned into seasons, trains came and went, but the promise never did. At school, others showed family photos. He showed the same drawing again. One rainy afternoon, it finally tore in half, and for the first time, he didn't cry. Because at 7 years old, he learned that some people don't return, but life keeps moving anyway. Stood outside the toy store, watching families laugh behind the glass. Once, his father promised to teach him how to make a toy airplane fly, but the promise never returned. Now he carries the broken plane everywhere, fixing it again and again, pretending it still works. On quiet swings and rainy nights, he whispers to the sky, hoping someone hears. One morning, he lets the airplane go. It falls, but the boy keeps walking. At 7 years old, he didn't learn how to fly. He learned how to be strong. The
I'll pick you
voicemail
up after
still played.
school.
I'll pick you up after school. It was sent 3 years ago. Every afternoon, the boy waited anyway, wearing the same red jacket she zipped with a smile. Hospitals replaced playgrounds. Silence replaced her voice. At night, he spoke to an empty chair,
Today
telling
was a
her
good day.
about his day.
I made a new friend
One
at school.
evening, he deleted the message. At 7 years old, he didn't stop loving her. He just stopped waiting.
Sometimes means saying goodbye alone.
A birthday cake. 7
Did I
candles
blow them
burning,
too
but no
early?
one's here. He sits alone in his red jacket, balloons falling, laughter far away. He opens a small gift, a voice recorder. Happy birthday, champ.
Happy
I'm sorry I
birthday,
can't
champ.
be there.
I'm
He
sorry
blows
I
out the
can't be
candles
there.
softly, whispers, It's okay, I heard you.
It's okay. I heard you.
Rain fell softly on the empty street as a little boy in a red jacket clutched his sister's hand. He stared at a cracked photo of their parents, tears filling his eyes. She hugged him tightly, whispering that everything would be okay. In the quiet playground, they swung side by side, sharing their sadness. Then, as the rain stopped, a small rainbow appeared, and for the first time that day, they smiled together. 7-year-old Liam loved spending every moment with his grandmother, laughing with friends in the Golden Autumn Park, but he noticed her growing tired, her gentle smile hiding the ache she felt. One evening, she hugged him tightly, whispering she'd always watch over him. Now, alone among falling leaves, Liam clutches her hand-knit scarf, tears rolling down his cheeks, cherishing the love that will never fade. The bell rang, but no one came for them. A boy in a red jacket stood still, holding his sister's tiny hand. While others ran into their parents' arms, they waited in silence. He promised to be strong because she was watching. They had nothing else, but they had each other. Seven-year-old Liam in his red jacket watched friends laughing, feeling invisible. His little sister waved from the window, but he felt alone. One windy day, his kite tore apart, drifting away, and his heart sank.
I'm
But
here,
then his sister knelt down, offering a tiny bracelet, whispering, I'm always here. Holding it tight, he finally joined his friends, a shy smile breaking through, hope sparkling in his heart. Don't blink.
He
This
promised
is where
he'd
childhood ends. He
Today.
promised he'd come, but the swing was empty. A 7-year-old boy in a red jacket waited, snow falling on his silent tears. His friend sat beside him, smiled, then slowly faded away. Laughter became memories, warm hands slipping apart. Friends leave, he whispered, but childhood leaves first. Some children don't lose toys. They lose the people they love. In a magical forest, a 7-year-old boy in a red jacket waited every night. Fireflies showed him memories, but never the warmth he missed. With tears in his eyes, he learned that magic cannot stop loneliness. So he let the light go and walked on alone. He was smiling, but no one saw the pain inside. A little boy with short brown hair ran through a colorful world, alone. When laughter faded, only his broken kite stayed beside him. Rain hid his tears, but it couldn't break his heart, because even broken dreams still hope. He fell. Everyone passed him, but he didn't quit. He saw his father packing and broke inside. He lost his balloon, then something impossible happened. Fathers don't cry, so no one notices. In total darkness, hope found him. Alone, cold, and drenched, he saw something even smaller and weaker than himself. He didn't have much, but he knew he couldn't leave it behind. Even a tiny act, a little warmth, could make the world a better place. He realized helping someone in need can fill your heart in ways nothing else can. Cold, hungry, alone, he hadn't eaten in a whole day. Would he survive the night? He stared, smelled the food, but had nothing to buy. His stomach ached, his heart heavier. Even a small friend, a stray dog, made him feel less alone in the cruel city. A kind street vendor gives him a small plate of warm rice. He realized even the smallest kindness can light up the darkest day. He wanted to learn, but couldn't pay the tuition. Would he be left behind forever? He watched. Classmates laughed, played, learned, while he stood alone, heart sinking. No money, no chance, yet even a tiny friend reminded him he wasn't completely alone. One act of kindness, and suddenly the boy could chase his dreams. Hope had found him. Every evening he came here, waiting for someone who never arrived. He skipped dinner, skipped sleep, because hope told him today his father might come. But night fell, buses left, and hunger cried louder than his heart. Some children don't wait for toys, they wait for promises. One day, he stopped asking for things because he learned asking hurts. He saw his mother counting money and decided his dreams could wait. At night, he unfolded his dreams only when no one could see. Some children don't cry, they just grow up too early. A little boy keeps his bedroom light on every night, hoping the person he loves will walk through the door again. A sudden accident takes that promise away, leaving the boy with only memories and the things they left behind. In the silent house, the boy realizes no one is coming back and turns off the light for the first time. As morning arrives, the boy learns that even though people leave, their love stays with him forever. Every morning, that seat waited, but she never came. She promised, "I'll sit here forever."
Hang in there, buddy.
Some promises end without goodbye. He kept the seat empty so her memory could sit there. Some absences are louder than words. The school bell rang, but one boy didn't leave. Everyone went home. He stayed behind. He learned early how to be strong alone. He didn't stay for
Need some
trouble.
help?
He stayed
Thanks,
to
son.
help.
That's kind.
Sometimes
Where
the
did this
last
come
bell
from?
He
isn't
found
the
it.
end. It's the beginning. Kindness always rings back.